Hi, everyone. Welcome. Today, we're going to be talking about social media content for real estate agents. And particularly today's topic is converting your followers into leads. And I want to take a moment to give you guys a little bit of an introduction, and then we'll get started and talking about the topic. My name is Tamila Rajasingham. I'm a real estate agent based in the Greater Toronto area. I'm also a global team leader with EXP Realty, and I'm the co-founder of a marketing agency for real estate agents called Marketing and Mindset. And more recently, we produced a product called Groovy, which we'll talk a little bit about today and how you can take a moment to take advantage of this product. And now, Jacob, why don't you introduce yourself and then we'll get started.
Hey everybody, my name is Jacob Shireman. I am a realtor here in Houston, Texas. I'm also a global leader with EXP Realty. Like Tharmila said, we're co-founders of Marketing and Mindset. I've been in marketing, digital marketing for over 14 years, and I've ran my own digital marketing company for about 12 years now. So glad to be here.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me, Jacob. You know, when we talk about social media content, there's a lot of things that go into it. And that's why we're doing this as a series so that we can come on here and talk about lots of different things that go into creating a content strategy. And in particularly today, we want to talk about conversion and converting your followers into leads. But in order for us to talk about that conversion, you need to talk about high quality content. And are you creating the right content to attract the right following into your account? So whether it be Instagram, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, name it. I think it's really about creating compelling, concise content that's credible, that's putting you in the forefront and giving you a competitive advantage over your clients. And I think that's a really important aspect here. So when you're talking about creating high quality content, to me, what's really important is creating content that is purposeful, creating content that every time you're about to put something out, I always tell all my agents this: make sure, what is this content or this post serving a purpose? What is the call to action here? What do you want this content to do? And is serving a greater purpose for your brand? So if you're a real estate agent, for example, like me in the Greater Toronto area, you wouldn't be talking about content about Houston. You know, you'd be talking about content about Toronto. So making sure you're talking about content that is pertaining to your brand. And again, it's really about thinking about your end goal, your vision, and what your brand stands for, and making sure, because there are times you'll see a lot of real estate agents, they put out content that sometimes is about real estate, and then sometimes they're posting stuff about other things that they're doing with their life, but there isn't a correlation. But so making sure that there is a synergy to all of your content and there's a flow. So I think now it's a really good segue into talking about audience. So how are we going to attract these people, and who are these audience? So Jacob, do you want to kind of take that on?
Yeah, I mean, because it goes hand in hand, because we talked about yesterday that, agents, they don't have really an idea what they're doing. They're just looking to post content to post. And so that goes hand in hand with purpose and with your audience, because if you're not thinking about who you're trying to target and what is your exact purpose for that content, it's just wasted time. You're better off not to post. So when you're thinking about what you're posting and who you're posting to, think of what is your audience. Like, what are the type of clients that you're going after? Maybe your relocation, maybe your military, you're focusing on single moms or residential or condos. Make sure that your content is reflecting that. And it doesn't have to be real estate content all the time. Like she said, even when you post about your personal, make sure it goes with the type of audience that you're going after, because you want to make sure that you're actually able to convert these. So if you're not going after the right audience, you're never going to convert them. So to really convert your audience, you need to think about specifically what you're posting, and you want to become a local authority in your area. Like she said, if you're trying to target the local Houston area, you're not going to post everything about Dallas, right? So even be hyper focused in your area. So here in the greater Houston area, we have about 6 or 7 counties, or probably more. I focus on Fort Bend County, which is kind of the west side of Houston. And you really want to focus on that, because I don't want to drive 2 hours to go do a showing on the opposite side of Houston. So I focus all of the events, restaurants. Be mindful of, if you're posting something about your coffee, your food, or whatever you're getting that day, tag that business, because it's a way to get in front of their audience as well. Especially if you're a new agent, you don't have a lot of followers. This is a great way to get in front of large followings and still have purpose, and you're promoting local business. So another thing that we keep repeating is that you're not there to sell houses. You're there to sell a lifestyle in that community. So by becoming a local authority, you're showing people Why do you want to live in this community? Why choose this side of Houston versus the other side of Houston? Because Houston has houses everywhere, has condos everywhere, but why this side? Why this lifestyle? And so really drill down, especially the area that you're promoting. What is your target audience in that area? You could be wanting to go after a specific target audience, but maybe they don't actually go to that area. That's not so somebody that really wants to live in downtown condo, apartment, loft type lifestyle, they're not going to want to be out in the suburbs, right? So try to think about those audience so that way when you're posting, all of your efforts can compound and not be wasted, because we see a lot of agents just wasting time 2 to 3 hours a day on trying to figure out what to post, and a lot of times they miss the mark because they're not really making a plan for to figure out who they're going after.
Exactly. And I think that you're posting because you think that, oh, it looks great for me. Often a lot of agents say, oh, I think this is a great post. And I think you need to remove yourself out and put your audience in that place and think about, is my content serving what the audience needs? And I think that's why I automatically lean into the three pillars of, high quality content, is because right away you think about value. Am I providing value to my audience, the people that are following me? And then now, if you're providing value by just posting content like real estate tips, etc., landscaping tips, moving tips, name it, people are going to be like, wow, if this person is giving me so much value on on social media, imagine what if we'd be like working for them. So that's huge, one. And two, now you want to take that into creating relevancy, so making sure that your content relates directly to these people. You made a really good point. So if you're putting out content for example, you work with a lot of military folks, so people on VA loans, so you're going to be posting content about VA loans, obviously. So if you're, for example, I work with parents and family, young family moving into this neighborhood. So for me, I'm going to be talking. That's why if you go on my social media, I'm always posting pictures of being and living in the city place area as a young family with young children. What is that like? Because a lot of people ask us, oh, you're in the city, you're surrounded by tons of buildings, what is there for children to do? And for me, no, there's a ton of things for children to do. So I'm sharing that through my content. So again, that lifestyle, so people can imagine what it'd be like to live in that content, in the area. And the other pillar is consistency. Now you're starting to put out all these content, you want the algorithm to work for you. So now you're going to go into repetition. So remaining consistent and making sure that you're doing it on repeat, constantly put out content, constantly remain top of mind. And I think that is the kind of the idea of creating that omnipresent, right? We all know there's a lot of real estate agents out there. There's a lot of social media content. Every second, there's hundreds and thousands of content that's being put out. And you want to make sure that you have a competitive advantage. And the more you repeat, today, someone might be on at 1 p.m., they might see your post, but they might not see it when they come on at 4 p.m. So, how do you want to make sure that your content is always popping up in people's feed? Hence why when we put this product together, we really thought about all the facets, so that you're hitting people on stories, you're hitting people through video, you're hitting people through just not images and pictures, but a lot of different ways to communicate with people and being more flexible and versatile. And I think that's where the real power is, because you're connecting with people who might want to take your content in a little bit differently and understanding your audience. But now I wanted to get into talking about integration. So when you have the right audience, so now you've attracted the right following, you put out content to bring in the right audience to your channels. Now how do you convert them into leads? Now you want to make sure everything you post, from your caption, your content, your copy, everything's integrated with your website. If you know me on my social media, on YouTube, I always talk about my CRM, because that is the nucleus. It is really the cornerstone to how everything in my business is connected. So make sure that when you bring people to your social media, which is your marketing tools, now you want people to, when they come and see your social media content, now they want to know how to get in touch with you. Or maybe they want to go look at some properties, there's a call to action. And make sure everything that you do is funneling people to your website. And now when they go to your website, again, it's integrated with something like KB Core, a smart CRM that's going to pull them directly into your database. So everything's integrated, because the biggest mistake I see a lot of people make in conversion is that there's a gap. There's a gap between them putting out the content because they think, oh, I did the right job. Now people are going to contact me, they're going to DM me. And it isn't truly the case. So you want to bring people to get interested, start looking at property perhaps, and start interacting with your content in a way that you want them to. And there's a journey for them to follow through. And that's why people come in as a new lead. And then now you're going to keep stay in touch with them so that you convert them into an active lead and potentially start working with them as a client, put them on contract, etc. So I think really understanding the customer journey and conversion is important. A lot of the time people think that I'll put out content, social media content, and I'm going to get a ton of leads who are clients, and it's not really the case, right? Because people don't truly understand what that customer journey is all about. So understanding the customer journey is key, and then now thinking about conversion in a way that how am I really truthfully getting in touch with these people, keeping an eye on these people. And this is why you want a smart CRM, because then in the back end you can keep an eye on their behavior automation and what they're really doing and what kind of properties they're looking at, so that you're able to call them and connect with them on a level where you can start to work with them. So I think that's where I'll leave off in terms of that converting to from followers to leads. Jacob, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about Kuruvi, what this platform is all about, and what it's truly doing for us and for agents in terms of that conversion?
Yeah, so Kuruvi is our new social media content platform. It is basically everything you need for social media. We working with our agents and other agents with other brokerages, we realize everybody has the same kind of problem. You know, one of the statistics from NAR is that 87% of realtors will fail or quit within their first 5 years, and a lot of them within their first year. And even out of that 13% that remains, only 10% people of the 10% of that 13% are producing. And so that's kind of a scary statistic. Like, why do so many real estate agents fail? Is it too much competition? But it's because a lot of people aren't focused. And when it comes to social media, it's one of the things that they're having a struggle with, whether you're tech background, social media background, whether you're not good with any of that stuff. There is success for everybody. And so we tried to create a blueprint that is customizable to each agent. Instead of, a lot of, products out there, they just give you some captions and some posts to get out there, some templates to edit. That doesn't really solve the problem. You still have to sort through 300 plus posts and figure out which order to put them in, how to customize them to you. But what we wanted to do was to think about every facet of social media, from the newer agent, or maybe there's an agent that's been around forever, they never had to implement social media to this level to stand out today. How can we give them consistent social media with their branding that doesn't look like, oh, 10 other agents in their area are using the product? And so that's where every day we have a daily strategy that you'll log in. It doesn't matter what part of the month you sign up. If you sign up on the 1st or the 15th, you always start with day one, start from the beginning. It's not time sensitive, but it is relevant content to what's going on in the market. That's why we renew the content every month. You get access to the next month's content on the 15th. So you have plenty of time to get everything scheduled, to customize it. But every strategy, whether you're, like I said, you're a new agent or an agent that's been around, we have several options on what you can do. You can use the templates in there, or we give you an idea on how to record a short video or a reel talking about how to promote them to stories. Hey, promote local. Make sure you're tagging these businesses, that you're getting your name out there. You're showing yourself as a local authority. You're getting enough personalization in there so people can connect with you, feel like your authentic self with them, without giving too much information or too much personal things. But it's a perfect balance, and we've taken every real estate agent in consideration. We've made the editing super easy via Canva. So you'll be able to log in and take our unique templates that we designed and be able to edit them simply in Canva by putting your logo, your colors, your fonts, and making it stand out for your brand. And it's just something that I know our team is loving. We had somebody the other day tell us that they were spending almost 3 hours a day just looking through social media at other realtors, figuring out what to post. And now he's putting that to 3 to 4 hours a month, because he can sit down on a Sunday while he's drinking his coffee, schedule everything, and be done with it. And it's one more thing we can check off on that long to-do list that we have as realtors. So it's an exciting product I can talk about forever. But get your free, there's a free trial. It's 7 days. You can try it out, see if it works for you. There's even a really, really basic free version just to see some of the templates. We got random national holidays that actually correlate with local businesses, so that way you can use that as extra posts. So we have something for everybody. We even have branding elements in there. So if you're a new agent, you need business cards and for sale signs, we got you covered. We really want to take this off your plate and be able to put more time back into your business for those really important income producing activities that are more short-term focused, that get you more leads immediately, versus social media is a long-term game that is super important. but it might not get you those leads right away. So, but we've got you covered in managing all of that.
Exactly. And we know that templates, they don't do really anything for your business. So that's why it's really, if you were listening to what Jacob was saying, it's really about the strategy. We thought about it from keywords perspective. We thought about it from really building your brand, your following, making sure that you're able to convert these people into leads. So making sure that it's really about building a comprehensive brand that's going to exist, not just from, posting pretty pictures. And I think that is what our brand is all about. And that's why we worked in marketing for years. This is what we did. We not only are native people who have actually a degree in marketing, but we worked in the marketing industry for a really long time. This is something we've always done, is second nature to us. Real estate agents, not all of them are digital marketers. They don't have this kind of background. So we're not doing justice for our team if we don't share this value to our team. So what we did was we put this product together and we realized, oh my goodness, a lot of people need to have access to this provide tons of different ways that it can save them time so that you can put it towards income producing activities. I highly recommend that you sign into this, get kind of a feel for how it could save you time. It should literally save you, it should take you maybe 5 hours once a month, and you should be able to copy paste schedule everything in, and your social media should be done. Now that you can go and do other prospecting method to build your business. So focus really on putting social media to the side and have it on autopilot, and that's what this product is all about. And to kind of wrap everything up, make sure that you can go check it out. I'll leave it, comment below, and we'll send you the link. It's karuvi.social, and you can go in and try to get started with your free trial, and let us know your feedback, how you're liking it. We did a extensive market research for the last 7-8 months with our team to see what's working, what they like. And I think this is really important. Now we want to hear from everyone outside of the company, and I know there's certain people that have used it from other brokerages. So now we want to kind of take it on a global scale, and it is very universal. So if you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. Myself and Jacob will get to you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel so you can see more content like this, so that you can create high quality content for social media. Thank you so much for spending time with us. We are the founders of Karuvi, and we're looking forward to working with you in the future. And we'll see you next time. And thank you so much for tuning in and for engaging with us today.
Bye, guys.